Good morning. 16th Sunday in Ordinary Time. A reading from the Book of Wisdom. There is no God besides you who have the care of all, that you need show you have not unjustly condemned. For your might is the source of justice, your mastery over all things makes you lenient to all. For you show your might when the perfection of your power is disbelieved. And in those who know you, you rebuke temerity. But though you are master of might, you judge with clemency, and with much lenience you govern us. For power, whenever you will, attend you. And you taught your people by these deeds, that those who are just must be kind. You gave your children good ground for hope, that you would permit repentance for their sins. The word of the Lord. A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Romans. Brothers and sisters, the Spirit comes to the aid of our weakness, for we do not know how to pray as we ought. But the Spirit himself intercedes with inexpressible groanings, and the one who searches hearts knows what is the intention of the Spirit, because he intercedes for the holy ones according to God's will. The word of the Lord. Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus proposed another parable to the crowd, saying, "The kingdom of heaven may be likened to one who sowed good seed in the field. While everyone was asleep, the enemy came and sowed weeds all through the wheat, then went off. When the crop grew and bore fruit, the weeds appeared as well. The slaves of the householder came to him and said, 'Master, did you not sow good seed in your field? Where have the weeds come from?' He answered, 'An enemy has done this.' His slave said to him, 'Do you want us to go and pull them up?' He replied, 'No. If you pull up the weeds, you might uproot the wheat along with them. Let them grow together until harvest. Then at harvest time, I will say to the harvesters, first collect the weeds, tie them in bundles for burning, but gather the wheat into my barn.'" The Gospel of the Lord. In many cities, people are talking about learning to live together, getting along with each other. They are towns filled with the violence and problems, which are part and parcel of almost every city across America today. Parents afraid to let their children even go out to play for fear of a world filled with crazies who may harm the child. The idea or concept of all of us in this together and living with all kinds of people in this world is part of the lesson behind Matthew's gospel today. The seed which is growing along with the weeds is similar to our lives in this world, in which the good grows alongside the bad. Jesus is presenting to his listeners this parable to assure them that this is the way life itself must be lived, because the farmer who is God has allowed this to happen. We must simply continue in life till that time when we are separated from that which is not good. You truly see that concept in action in cities around Boston and places like that when young people are afraid to even look at another in the wrong way for fear they could be shot. When schools have to set up metal detectors to ensure that its children do not bring weapons into the classrooms. We see it more and more with this growing population. We go back to Hitler's pure race theories and want to keep our country for the white race only. Two of the parables in Matthew's gospel talk about a farmer who plants a mustard seed and receives a great plant, and a woman who adds yeast to her dough, and it works its way through the entire batch. These are parables which speak about the small beginnings of the kingdom of heaven, the farmer and the seed, but a kingdom which will grow beyond leaps and bounds. It is also a parable which states that what is put into the mixture may affect the entire batch, the woman and the dough. Hopefully, you and I have been placed here in this world to somehow affect others around us. If we're able to do that, then a little at a time, this world will be a better place to be and a better place to live. These readings on the 16th week in Ordinary Time call us to understand our situation in this world, one which reminds us that we do live in a very mixed world, with good and evil all around us, a crazy world at times, one which can and should frighten us, but also a reminder that we're part of this world. That means we can affect it in some way for the better. 80-year-old lady, marrying for the 4th time, was interviewed by a newspaper reporter who asked if she would mind talking about her first 3 husbands and what they did for a living. She said, well, my first husband was a banker. Then I married a man who worked in show business and also ran a circus. My 3rd husband was a preacher. And now this, my 4th, is a funeral director. She was asked why she married 4 men with different careers. She said, that's simple. I married 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4th to go. Have a good week, everyone. God bless.